Lizzie's Workshop, and as promised, I am bringing you my December daily for 2015. Um, as I said in my previous video, this is the first time that I'm doing December daily, and I'm not sure that I've watched enough December daily videos. I'm not going off of any prompts or anything like that. I'm just kind of journaling what's been going on in my crazy, crazy December life. And so the first thing that I did is I decorated the cover. Now, in my previous video, I had assembled and glued on all of the papers. And so basically what I did is I took my Faber-Castell Pitt pen, which is this black one, and I sat down with that one day, the first day on December 1st, and I just sat there and finished the front cover. So what I did is I outlined around every shape, and then I added some detail in here, giving it a black border. And then I drew in all of these spruce branches, spruce boughs, and then drew in the Christmas balls. And they're not perfect. They're all freehand. It's just kind of doodling, and I'm really into a lot of doodling right now. So it really spoke to me, and that this is exactly how I wanted it to be. And drew some of these little decorations on here, and then doodled around here and added like a bit of stitching around the outside. Now I'm going to have to go over this with some matte gel again, because things are happening where this is moving, and I think it's because it's on top of the matte gel and I've been rubbing it and touching it with my hands and whatever while I'm at the end of each day. So then I wrote who our family is, the Sin family, and in Sherwood Park, and that's about it for the front cover. So then, on December 1st, I went and just journaled about what the year has been, what I've been doing all year long, things that have changed from last year to this year, and how amazing 2015 has been, and how I'm excited for this Christmas. And then on December the 2nd, I wrote, "This holiday season, I will." And it's things like focus on family, spend less money, make fewer crafts as if, and bake more with the kids, watch cheesy movies with my kids, make popcorn balls, house train the puppies, which with being home over Christmas break, that'll be a good time to get them on the roll. One of them just turned 1 year old in November, and the other one is I think she's 9 months now, 9 months old, and they're both miniature dachshunds, and I've heard that they are the hardest to housebreak ever of all the breeds. So it has been a definite challenge. So that is a focus for the Christmas break. Getting caught up with the Laundry Mountain, which I'm sure a lot of us have. Playing outside with the kids. It's been such a mild winter here that we haven't had any snow. We haven't been able to do things like go sledding or anything like that. And we're in Canada, so that's kind of a startling surprise, I guess you could say. We had ice rain yesterday, so now whatever snow we did have is coated in a layer of ice, which doesn't make it very fun. Organizing the house, because I'm going back to school in January. I wanted to get a grip on how the house is now. Make sure my children and everybody in my family know that I love them, and do something that feeds my soul every day. Make something for me and get more sleep, which that's kind of unrealistic to say I want to get more sleep, because between trying to spend time with people and get tasks done with all the extra Christmas stuff, that's not probably going to work. So this was December the 3rd. December the 3rd is my niece's birthday, so I wrote her 3rd birthday on here, which isn't relevant to the doodle, but I drew Christmas balls inspired by Heather Crafter over at the Craft Shack. She did a bunch of stuff for her Patreon clients or Patreon supporters, and did some Christmas balls on, I think it was on cards and stuff. And I was looking at that, and that kind of inspired me for what I could do for this envelope. And then I wrote some Christmas words on there, or some seasonal words like peace and love and joy. And yeah, that was that. I didn't know what to put in here. So then the next day, on the 4th, I was talking about how I had a crafting play date with a girlfriend, how I picked up the kids from school, and my husband took my son to a hockey game, and I took my daughter to a movie. And so I put the tickets from those things into here in the pocket, and I don't know what else I'm going to do with the pockets. So that worked out pretty well for that day, that I actually, the next day we did something that had tickets in it. So that worked out well. And then I talked about what movie my daughter and I went to, and why we picked that one, and so forth. Then we did the 5th. So I journaled about the 5th, and talked about ATC cards and games nights and watching YouTube and stuff like that. And here I want to talk about our Elf on the Shelves have come back, and I just put in the line work to show that I'm going to put a picture there of our elves. So if our elves ever sit on the same shelf, which they haven't done yet, I'm planning to take one picture of the two of them together and put them on this page here. And our elves' names are Twinkle and Elmer, and the sign says, "Our elves, Twinkle and Elmer, came back." Elmer has been with me since I was quite young. I can't even remember how long I've had him. And Twinkle came to us last year when Elmer got in a bit of a tangle that he couldn't get out of for 3 days. So then Twinkle came along to rescue him. So now we have two elves. This one talks about my niece's birthday party and what we did on the birthday party, and talks about what gifts she got and all that kind of stuff. This says Christmas Magic, but they don't even put up their Christmas tree until after the birthday stuff is done, which is very respectful to their family, and that's a wonderful idea. But it was kind of magical, and I already had the page laid out, and I liked this because it was like a birthday invitation filling out space. So that's what I did. And then we had some pictures of the birthday party that I wanted to put on here, so I left this page open, and I'll print those off later. And here I journaled about December the 7th. I had planned to do a whole bunch of videos on December the 7th, but because my tenant was home, I decided that I would work with her on cleaning out the garage so that I can park my vehicle finally in the garage, so I don't have to scrape the windows every morning. So that's what I did all day on the 7th, is I cleaned out the garage. And then I had this page here. Let me see. On this one, I had my glossy accents sitting on the table innocently. And so I don't know if you can see it, but I put some dots on the tree so they kind of reflect, and they add a little bit of texture. And also this take note hand, I covered that in glossy accents too, and allowed it to kind of make like as if it was like a ring, or you know how you can create that bubble of stuff. Glossy accents can be used as a glue, but it also is a clear dimensional mediums, and it's a very, very liquidy one, so you almost always have to have a border for it. And on this one, it went over top because it didn't have a border. In here, I was just putting little dots, so the polka dots stayed nicely shaped as circles. On this one, I went around and I put the glossy accents on the tag label here, so that's puffed up and shiny, and so are these, because this tag is from December the 7th. December the 8th, I just wrote a lot of stuff about what happened on December the 8th. I actually just journaled about it. I didn't take any pictures that day, so I just journaled all about it. And then talked about watching The Walking Dead, and how my son had a competition with his father of who has seen the scariest movie or scariest show. And of course, Daddy won by describing what he has seen in videos or in movies, and then I ended up with a 6-year-old in my bed all night, which it is what it is. This is for tonight. Tonight is concert night for the kids' elementary school, and I'm quite excited about seeing them up on stage and all dressed up and singing their Christmas carols and being part of all that excitement and lots of kids and so forth. So that will be in my next video. And so that's it for today. I will be back again next week to tell you more about where I'm going with this December daily. Now, I'm just doing the December daily mostly as a journaling type of framework. I'm not focused entirely on putting a lot of pictures in and stuff, and I'm not really that much of a scrapbooker either. And so while I can scrapbook and I sometimes do scrapbook, it's not my passion. My passion is mostly for mixed media art. And so this gluing on components and leaving it simple and just writing in this is about as non aggressive, non mixed media as I can get. Um, I will have a page in here that I have started mixed mediaing, and I'll show you the process video of that later on. And here it is so far. It's still quite wet, so I can't put it into the book yet, but I'm going to put some spaces to write things, and it'll become a page in the book later on. But that I couldn't resist because I had all these pages of nice writing and very simple design, and now I need something with a little bit more bulk, with a little bit more flavor. So that's going to be this. And it's just a piece of cardboard from the packaging, so I'll decorate this side as well so that it's multi-dimensional and on both sides of the page. But it also is going to represent one of the days of this month, so that will be good too. So once again, thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe or leave me a comment or give me a thumbs up or share it. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.